Welcome everyone to Zaidblade's Escapades. Today I'm going to be doing a mod review on a mod called Better Minecraft Mod. And what the mod is basically trying to do, which I'm basically trying to do with the mod, is create a better version of Minecraft, in my opinion anyway. I'm sure there's some who disagree, and there'll be some who agree. But first off, I want to show you the new blocks I've added to the game. You have this block here, which is tin ore, copper ore, mithril ore, and forsaken ore. This only gets spawned in the nether. These three get spawned here in the overworld. These get copper and tin and copper get spawned within the first 128 levels. So just like coal. This is only the the first 10 levels. So from 1 to 10 this will spawn, and it's quite rare. Mithril is quite rare, and it's very durable, very strong. These are the blocks. You have bronze block, mithril block, and forsaken block. Now the forsaken block actually gives off light. It gives off the same amount of light as glowstone. So it is quite bright once it is made into a block. And forsaken ore does give off a little bit of light. I can't remember how much light I put on it, but it does give off some light as well. Okay, I've also added a lot more items to the game as well. And also a lot more uses for clay. Well, two more uses for clay really, but they're quite important. But the first thing I'm going to show you is the durability and usability of these different ores. You have bronze, mithril, and forsaken. And we'll start off with the bronze. It's about the same as iron ore, not as strong, and it can't actually do anything with forsaken ore. It'll actually destroy it if I go all the way. And it cannot harvest obsidian either. So it's good for a medium pickaxe, medium armor, etc. It's not as great as iron, but it is better than stone. This is a mithril pickaxe, quite quick. And watch how quick it does obsidian. Bam. A lot quicker than diamond. And this is forsaken. Forsaken's the best ore of the game, and this is why. As you can see, it is wickedly quick, hacking through this stuff quite quick. Another thing to note is what drops out of the forsaken ore drops a forsaken ore. Mithril ore drops mithril ore, but tin and copper will drop between 1 and 3 copper dust or tin dust, depending on which ore. And it's those two ingredients that you use to make bronze. So let's talk about making bronze. Let's take these things into our inventory, and let's go over here to this workbench. Now in order to make bronze, you need to take copper and tin, one of each, and you get bronze dust. Click on that, and there you go. So it needs one of each to make bronze dust. Sometimes you have some left over. And so now I have 12 bronze dust. Now you can't do much with it right now. If you put it in here, let's make 3. And if you put the bronze dust in the furnace, it will smelt it down into bronze ingots or bronze bars. And you can craft all the tools from these ingots here. Now the most important use for bronze will be the bronze mail, which is different than bronze armor. You cannot actually fashion. Let me get one more here. You can't make bronze armor out of bronze bars. You can't. You actually have to make bronze rings, because it's actually chainmail, but it's bronze mail. So if I go over to here and try to craft some boots, it's not going to work because it's bronze bars. Okay, so how do you make the chains? Well, this is where clay comes in. You take clay like so, make a little circle, I guess diamond or whatever, and you get, for 4 clay, you get 3 unfired ring molds. And let's make the rest of these here. Bam. So now we have 9 unfired ring molds. Now what you have to do is you have to place these inside the furnace, because you can't use wet clay to craft anything with. And once you have gone through and cooked this clay ring mold, you then take 1 unfired ring mold and 1 bronze dust, and you get a bronze-filled ring mold. So you've actually placed the dust inside the ring mold, essentially. Let's get rid of those. Let's make a couple more of these. Now, what you do is you place these ring molds then in the furnace, and you'll get, here's the, I don't have any, oh well, and you'll get bronze rings, okay? And with bronze rings you can craft a bronze mail, like so. Open your crafting table, and you take bronze rings, and this is your chainmail plate. These are your chain legs. This is your chainmail helmet, and this is your chainmail, oh sorry, and these are your chainmail boots. And that's how you craft chainmail with these little bronze rings. Now let's say you've crafted too many bronze rings. Oh stink, I made too many. If you place the bronze ring inside the furnace, it will actually smelt into bronze bars, so you can make tools. That way you're not stuck with bronze rings if you don't actually need them. You can craft them into bronze bars. And to make a bronze block, do I have enough? Let's see, it's 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll show you how to make the bronze block in a minute. Right now I'm going to show you how to make the other armors. And that's just by taking the bars here, mithril bar. You got your mithril plate, mithril legs, mithril helmet, boots, different bars. And these are really high density. It's a real high density armor. It lasts a long time, a lot longer than diamond. It does a lot more, it lasts a lot longer than diamond, does a little more damage than diamond on the weapons. So all in all, it's a really good armor. Now one armor I want to showcase is the Forsaken armor range. And that's made from the Forsaken ore right here. And all you do is you take your Forsaken ore, you place it inside the furnace, and it begins to smelt it down to Forsaken bars. It'll take a little bit of time. There we go. And you get these bars. And to craft Forsaken armor, it's the same as any other, like this. Same as any other armor. Again, you can't craft armor out of bronze bars, you have to craft them out of bronze rings. But it's the same setup for that. But let me put that on and see what kind of benefits you actually get from wearing Forsaken armor. Now you have to wear the entire armor suit. What's that over here? Die. Okay, watch this. I am sitting in lava, and as you can see, I am not burning. Alright. See, I'm not burning at all. So, let's get out of that. But one thing you have to know is if you go without it all on. Oh, I'm dying. Burning. No, I'm not. Pretty simple. Alright, what's next? Aha. Okay, these two little items here. Helm of Flight, Boots of Speed. Now, when you put these on, let's put the one on first. This is the helm of flight. What you do is you can fly and fall. Boom. Nothing happens to you. That's the helm of flight. Boots of speed. 2 times the speed. So here we go. Ouch. Oh, stink. Let me put that on real quick. Skeletons around. Don't wanna die. There we go. Yeah, so they make you run faster, walk faster, and jump farther when they're worn. And when you take them off, well, yeah, back to normal again. Now how you craft them, very costly, by the way. Let's see. You, and you. Alright, so you come over here. You place 2 mithril bars there, 2 gold ingots there, 1 block of diamond there, and, oops, it's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing something, aren't I? Oh, that's why. Okay, sorry. You need the gold ingots there, mithril bars there, block of diamond, and 4 sugars, and you get boots of speed. And how you make the helmet of flight, 1 more mithril bar, and 1, 2, 3 feathers, like so, and you get a helm of flight. Now the only bad thing about them is they have the same durability as cloth. So if you're wearing them and get beat, it's not going to protect you. Hardly at all. But that's why you have them, so that you can flee, if need be, from the attack. Let me put them on, just in case something comes after me. Because see, I can just fly, go far away, and they can't touch me. And then I can fall, and I don't get hurt, because it allows you to have no fall damage. Right, so that's the armors. Now we're going to talk about the new food. Again, you need clay for this, and you craft just like you would a wooden bowl, and you get an unfired pie dish. And let's make 3 of these, and they're stackable up to 16. But again, they need to be put in the furnace and cooked before you can actually use them. And we also have the fillings: pumpkin, apple, golden apple, wheat, and sugar. Get rid of this. Okay. And there we go. Now, to craft these, you need to put the pie dish at the bottom. 1 pie dish. You put the sugar here. 3 wheat. And then 3 of either apple. Ta-da! Pumpkin. Ta-da! Or golden apple, which is the best pie. Now these create, let's make them all actually. There's your uncooked apple pie. Boom. Oh, stink, I need more sugar. There is your uncooked pumpkin pie, or golden pie. Golden pie is the best food in the game, as of yet. 1, 2, 3, and a pie dish, and here's our golden pie. Now these are uncooked. You can eat them, but they only do half the amount of benefit if you eat them. And the golden pie doesn't give you any extras, which I'll show you as soon as I cook them. So to cook them, you just place them in the furnace, and they cook, and you actually get the pie dish back when you eat them. So it's kind of like a bowl of soup, if you know what I mean. Here's the apple pie. This is a cooked apple pie. Again, the weakest. Here we go. Here is a cooked pumpkin pie. And here comes the cooked golden apple pie. Now, as for hunger, this pie right here will fill half of your meat bars. Okay? So apple pie will fill half of your meat bars. A pumpkin pie will fill 3/4 of your meat bars. And a golden pie will fill every last one of them. And also, watch this. Bam. It also increases the speed at which you regenerate your health. It has regeneration on there. So you'll regenerate your health a lot quicker, just like an apple. And so you get your apple pie back. But you can't eat these, obviously, if you aren't hungry. So I'm not going to get hungry just to do it again. But you get the basic idea, and you get your little bowl back, your little pie dish back. So you can keep filling them. So you don't need to make thousands of them, because you get the pie dish back. And last but definitely not least, I'm going to show you my new weapons. Probably the most important thing of the game, eh? oh yeah. As well as tools. That's a mithril one. There are tools for every single one of the iron, for every single one of the ingots. So you can create Forsaken, shovel, axe. What? I can't create a sword? No, that's because with Forsaken, well, we'll get there in a minute. We won't talk about swords yet. Okay, and you can do the same thing with mithril. You can create all the different types of tools, and same thing with bronze. And there. Now, let's talk about swords. You can create a bronze sword, which is better than a stone sword. You can create a mithril sword, which is better than a diamond sword. And you can create a Forsaken, what's it called? It's called a Forsaken Blade. Now, Forsaken Blade's a bit different. It costs more ingots than the other ones do. It's not just 2, it's actually 3. But it's well worth using 3 for, and I'll show you that in a minute. But something else I've added to the game, daggers. That's right, daggers. So the weakest dagger you can have is a bone dagger. Oops, sorry. A bone dagger. I'll make 2 of those. They stack in 2. So when you're using one and it breaks, you have another one. Next comes stone. Oh, crap. I just made a million of them. Oh, for some reason those aren't stacking. Huh, I'll have to fix that. Okay. None of them are stacking. Why don't they stack? That's interesting. I'll have to... Oh, I know what it is. It's just a... Okay. That's a quick fix. So you can create iron, you can create stone, you can create gold daggers, you can create diamond daggers. You cannot create mithril daggers, and you can't create bronze daggers. Okay? But you can create Forsaken daggers. Yeah, okay, that's just a quick edit they'll have to do. My giddy ant stink. Okay, so right now it's only the Forsaken Dirk, which is basically another word for a long dagger. Now the cool thing about these is I can set things on fire with Forsaken. Shaboosh. And it actually lasts for 30 seconds. 30 ticks, I should say. 30 Minecraft ticks. And same thing with the Forsaken Blade, except it is massively powerful. One hit kill for those. Everything else is about 1.5 hit kill. So, bone daggers are very weak. I don't have wood daggers. I prefer bone rather than wood. And they're not that bad. Now, one thing to note about daggers is they have half the damage capabilities of their counterpart. So this Forsaken Blade has half the damage of a Forsaken Blade. The Forsaken Dirk is half the damage of Forsaken Blade. And same with the other ones. See, it takes a while to kill. Again, they're supposed to be stackable, so I'll have to fix that. That was my bad. It's just a quick little integer change, but that won't be a problem. I'll have that fixed. Second this movie comes out on there, I'll have it fixed with version 2.1, version 0.2.1 of the alpha. So that'll be fixed. So yeah, that's how you make daggers, and they're quite good, especially when you have them stackable by 2. Because when one breaks, you just use the next one, which is very helpful. Yeah, they're not bad at harvesting wood. I just want to show you what happens when they break. Just use this one up. It's almost used up. Very short life on this one. There, see, instantly allowed to use the second one. Something else to note about Forsaken is that it uses up very quickly. If you watch the health bar of this blade, it has half the durability of its counterpart, and the counterpart only has a durability of 50. So you can use this about 20 times maybe before it dies. But again, it sets mobs on fire, so that's the real reason why you get it. You know, you don't get it because you don't get it because it deals a lot of damage or lasts very long. Forsaken stuff's all about fire. That's why it's in the Nether. It's fireproof. It does fire damage, sets entities on fire, and they just don't last long. If I start doing this, you'll see the health bar decrease quite rapidly on the sword. See, it's already almost at 3/4. You only get about 50 uses out of Forsaken. That's the only down part. It's a massive sword, but you don't get a lot out of it. So that's the Better Minecraft mod. I'll be continually updating it. So if there's something goes wrong, I will be updating it continually. So don't worry about that. If you have any suggestions for the mod, let me know. I can add them in the game, take them out of the game, change up a few things. Also to note about the Helm of Flight and the Boots of Speed, they're not meant to be crafted. I'm doing it now so you can have a play around with them, but in the future mod, they're going to actually be rewards for beating certain bosses, and I plan on adding a couple more special items of armor, similar, that allow other aspects, maybe faster digging, who knows, I'll look into that, like a miner's vest or something, but we'll see. Just let me know. Don't forget to leave comments, like if you like the video, and let me know what you think, and please subscribe. It'd be cool if you did. And if you want to get this mod, just look down at the description. I'll have a link to it, as well as to the forum where you can learn more about this mod and also keep up to date about the new versions. Alright, that's ZaidBlades signing off. See you later. Ciao.